She's been sold a lie all these years because she used to be an angry woman
Yep.
because she was always
Yep.
competing. She was always like a job interview. She came from the life. She in the drug, the clubs, all that other stuff, the street clubs, all that stuff. And she goes, when I asked her the same question, she said, I like it. It's hard for her to do it, but she's living through it right now.
So I'll say this, right? I'll say this. I mentioned like the way women were treated, even before our grandfathers, right? Women were treated like trash for a majority of history. Let's just keep it a stat, right? Women were treated like trash, they're treated like property. They weren't given any rights, they were invalidated constantly. They were used as bargaining chips. So I'm not going to sit up here and say that feminism didn't play at least some role of positivity in the beginning. And I'm not
Of
a
course.
feminist by any means.
No, of
I'm
course.
not trying to straddle the fence. If you guys let me finish, you know? Um, so it got to a head where it's like, nah, we're sick and tired of being treated like trash. I was talking with one of my clients and she was saying there was a point in time where she couldn't even apply for a credit card without her husband. She couldn't buy a car
Yeah.
without her husband. And
Yeah.
so, of course, if you have all that oppression for thousands and thousands of thousands of years across the world, right?
Yep.
Not just in America, across the
World.
world,
Yep.
then yeah, you're gonna get a knee-jerk reaction to where it's like, F men, we don't need you, whatever, right? But the fact of the matter is, once we can calm down off that emotion, as far as women are concerned, calm down off the emotion and look at it for what it really is, even feminists, they, of course, if you want a man, a real man, right? Right. So we're not talking about, like some guy that, was like, we're not talking about that, right? Super nice guy. What we're talking about a real guy that's like, nah, I'm my foot down, right? It is such a blessing for a woman, and I've encountered many women, right? It's such a blessing for them to find a guy that can hold his own and and lead and ambitious and because it takes things off her plate.
Correct.